can we all please appreciate my amazing Wuthering Heights jumper? Oh yeah! Hi everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome back to my channel. I know, been away a while. Soz babes. Did you miss me? Jokes. I was going to have a gin and tonic because normally when I do a video like this I have my lovely gin mug, but I have a San Pellegrino instead. How continental. I guess I'm just not as classy today. Cheers. So I thought I'd do a kind of catch-up Chatty Shenanigans video slash PhD update. I have filmed this video 3 times, it's ridiculous, so I'm gonna get down to it. I have paused my PhD. I know what you're thinking, again, Jenny, gosh, this is a lot. So the thing is, I was kind of in denial about how bad my PhD was going because of COVID. It was really tough, all the libraries were closed, and yes, you can access some things online, but there's a lot of things that I need that are physical books, and I need to go, especially British Library, where you can't get things out on loan, you have to go to the British Library to access those resources, and being remote anyway, it was just really hard, and I have insomnia, and I have, mental health issues, but they really intensified, for a lot of people over the pandemic. It's been a rough year, and I really should have stopped it about a year ago because it just wasn't happening, and I was getting more and more stressed and more anxious and just feeling like such a failure, and then that made it worse and made it harder for me to focus, made it harder for me to do work, and it just became impossible. I just wasn't working on it, and I've just taken the decision that I need to step back from it. It's hard, and I do feel like a bit of a failure, and I do still really care about it, but I also have to be realistic. I lost my job because of the pandemic. I worked in a theatre, so obviously that was seriously affected, and that made me really sad because I love my job, and I'm in this position now where I'm going to have to start, supporting myself. So I need to look for work as well, and I don't know how easy it will be to go back to a PhD, so I want to. I'm hoping that also if I have a full-time job, that will help me kind of get into a kind of routine and be a bit more regimented, and it'll make it easier for me to go back into study because I'll find it easier to push myself because it's so hard, and it sounds really obvious, but being self-motivated to do a PhD when you're not in an academic environment and you can't access those places anymore is really tough, and I just couldn't do it, and that's okay. And I know that I need time to step back, to not have that pressure, to work on my mental health. I know it sounds like such a stock phrase at the moment, but I do have anxiety, I do have depression, and it's just not been a great time lately. So I feel better overall. I do feel relieved, even though I have these conflicting feelings about it, because I think I place a lot of importance in my life and a lot of self-worth in my academic results, which is not healthy, people. I don't recommend this. So I have to let go of that and realise I'm not a bad person or a failure in my whole life. Even if I never go back to the PhD, that's also okay. It's okay. But I did still want to, I said this before, but I wanted to reread some novels, mainly because I just like Victorian novels, and I would like to read them again. And I wondered if you would be interested in me doing a series on my PhD reading list and kind of doing reviews, maybe a bit more structured, a bit more scripted, or not necessarily scripted, more academic reviews, because I'm so scatty normally, and I deliberately don't put too much research into me talking about the books that I read, because I just want to have fun with the channel and the books that I read for pleasure. I don't want to overanalyze them or contextualize them all the time beyond how I would normally read. So maybe you would enjoy that. I mean, obviously they're all going to be Victorian novels. There's quite a few Dickens novels. I want to reread Vanity Fair. I want to reread maybe Gissing, who knows, maybe not. But I do have quite a long list of novels, some Trollope as well, that I think would be quite fun to do a video series on, and that would also motivate me to read those books. And then it would give me some time to kind of think about the PhD if I do go back to it, and maybe be more focused, because I still had too broad an idea of what I wanted to talk about. So let me know if you'll be interested in that. And I also wanted to say that I realised I still haven't done my favourite books of all time video, which I would find really hard to do for obvious reasons, especially because there are some books that I've read during my time on Booktube or watching Booktube that I'm not sure if they're my favourite books ever, because I don't feel like I've had enough time to know if they're going to stick with me. But then I wondered if you would prefer me doing one long video that's probably going to be about half an hour, or would you rather me do a bit like what Jennifer from Insert Literary Book Pun Here did, where I think she did 3 videos, or would you rather me do a video on each book that will be a bit shorter, but maybe that would be more enjoyable. You could hear about the books that you're most interested in. I don't know. Let me know how you would prefer, what format you would like that in, because I feel like those videos are quite, I always watch those videos, they're quite interesting and fun to watch, so I would be a bit stressed doing it, but I think that will be fun to do. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say really. So currently I'm just looking for jobs. I am hoping to be more consistent with Booktube. I really missed it. I found everything overwhelming and stressful at the moment, and I'm slowly getting better and feeling more creative again. I have lots and lots of video ideas, but quite often just no motivation to actually film them, or no energy because I'm tired, because I haven't slept or whatever. But if you have any videos you'd really like me to see, let me know. I'm really excited because I'm going to go to Highgate Cemetery soon, so that's going to be great. I hope to do a literary pilgrimage vlog of that will probably won't go up till October, but even so I think that'll be nice. I'm just praying to God it doesn't rain, because I've pre-booked the time I'm going, so I've got no choice if it rains. I'm just going to be outdoors on a hill in a graveyard, which to be fair might be quite atmospheric, but I don't think it will look very good in the video, so pray for me that it won't rain when I go. But that's something that's coming up. Hopefully there might be a few other literary pilgrimage tours coming up as well. I'll see. I'm hoping to go to Gaskell's house in the summer in August, because I'm going to visit my parents and they live quite nearby. There's things to look forward to, and I am starting to feel more hopeful about the future, and I feel like things are slowly getting better, but I'm just not reading the most at the moment. So my reading's very much up and down. I've had some reading slumps. I've had sometimes, I think I'm aware that when I'm really depressed I don't read, so I haven't read as much at this point in the year as I had last year. I know it's still a lot of books compared to some people, it's over 100 books, but last year I read 308 books, and I just know I'm not going to read that many this year because I will get a job at some point, I'll be working full time, so I'm obviously not going to have anywhere near as much time as I had last year, and I have to let go of the stress of that. I think sometimes reading on Booktube when it's a bit more public can increase that feeling of reading being necessary rather than just enjoyable, and I'm just trying to let myself enjoy the books that I do read and not be so stressed. So yeah, that was rambly as always, but let me know about the videos. Are you interested in the PhD reading list series? Are you interested, or how do you want my favourite books videos to happen? Are there anything else that you would like to see from me? Just hello, basically. How are you? Let me know. I promise I'll be better at replying to comments, because I do really like getting comments, but I know I haven't been very good at responding, but I like it when people respond to me, so I will be better, I promise, at saying hello or interacting, whatever. Yes, but take care of yourselves, check in with each other, and I will see you soon for Bookish Shenanigans. Bye!